All right, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. I'm your CFI. Hope everyone's doing fine. Today we've been met with many problems trying to stream DCS to you guys. And the next problem today, again, we're already experiencing another one, is the fact that the entire screen is black again. So we're going to try to fix that for you. We had an entire PC freeze earlier when I started the stream, so something's telling me not to stream right now. And if something happens again, I might just call it off. But I am still sick, so hopefully you guys don't mind the coughing, sneezing, that kind of stuff during the recording. But anyways, we're gonna be flying the C130 Juliet, and let me just get the screen to work for you guys. And oh, there we go. Looks like it decided to work now. There you go. We are in the C130 Juliet for DCS World. The mission I chose to do is a low-level transport mission, which looked kind of cool. So we're going to get this airplane all started up. And yeah, before we do that, I want to say thank you and show appreciation to all the channel partners. All the channel partners will be down in the description. Partners such as Winwing, Moza, Pimax, PU Air Korea, and many more. So be sure to go check out the description down below. I will be using the Moza AY210 yoke, which looks like that. This is a full force feedback yoke. I purchased this with my own money. I have a full review on this yoke as well, if you'd like to check it out. And you can also use, oh, I'm noticing that the screen's not working there either. Let me fix that for you before we go any further. But if you'd like to purchase this yoke, I also have a referral link. Sorry about that. A referral link down below in the Discord. So really appreciate all you guys who helped the channel with that. Oh, there's a hurt going on in the right corner there. In the chat that we got Dom. Thank you so much for joining, Dom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're brought to land. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Opaka, welcome. Yeah, Juliet. What was I saying? It is Juliet. Juliet. Anyways, guys, we're going to get going. This is the Herc outside. As you can see, all parked up. We have our F-15, probably CAP, I'd imagine, our Combat Air Patrol. It actually looks like they have some training GBU-12s on, so maybe a CAS-CAP type role, multi-role that they're going to be doing for us. Let me know if the sounds are too loud. I will decrease them here just in case. Let's see. That should be hopefully okay. And we're going to get started. So the first thing is we're not going to do all the tests and stuff. We're just going to get this airplane started. So we're going to have the battery on. And we're going to wait a solid minute until we get the nose gear light that goes green. And once that goes green, we can go ahead and fire up the APU. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and read the briefing here. Today we're tasked with delivering a Humvee to operate protecting contested airfield at Tabukwa. I don't know how to say that. Syria. We will be exercising low-level threat penetration tactics once over the border. Staying low-level environment down to 100 AGL is essential for mitigating exposure to man-pads, or just those are basically humans with Strela and or Igla mounted missiles. Not Strela, yeah, the Igla mounted missiles, the tiny little hand bazookas. But they have heat-seeking capability. It's kind of the equivalent of the Stinger in the US. The lake en route is where most of our low-level flying at 100 AGL will take place. Watch power lines and stay alert. The LZ is secure at the moment. However, enemy elements have been reported moving in the area. The airfield has come under attack several times over the past weeks. Heavily cratered. Consequently, we'll have to land on the north taxiway approaching from the east. Watch the craters. Those guys are counting on us. This vehicle time to work. Cool, 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 cool. That's the story, guys. Did you pre-order? I did pre-order it. Yes, I did. I did pre-order it. I get most DCS modules, so I might as well. Instead of waiting and buying it later from our money, I might as well just pre-order it and take the money, or save a little bit of money. All right, there we go. Our battery is up and running. We'll clear the master caution. All the cautions are what we would expect at this point. So we're going to go ahead over here and we are going to start the APU. Let me give you a bit of a view where you can see it. There it is. It's the APU right here. So we're going to go to run and hold in the start position. There'll be a bit of a green light that appears. There it goes. We'll release. And just on the left-hand side, there's that door right here. That's our intake door for the APU. Appreciate all you guys being here, pressing like, subscribing, all that great stuff. APU's just firing on up. This is the co-pilot seat. We have the Loadmaster back here. We can walk around in the back. We have the I guess the flight engineer. I don't really know what you call this position, but the observer spot, I guess. And then the kind of little load manager area where you can operate the door. All right, the APU is running. Next thing we're going to do is get some electrical power established. So we're going to go to the right click for APU, and we'll go ahead and throw on the bleed air to from the APU as well. So we get some pressurization from that. There's some air. Our oil cooler flaps will go auto. I believe it's auto anyways. Our gens, each engine generator can get turned on. Over here, the FADEX switches, we're going to go ahead and reset each one. Might as well put our HUD down now. Tactical, nav, auto brightness. We can bring the HUD down at this point. There it is, all nice for us. Cool. What else I got to do? It's on this side here. Let's go ahead and put our pressurization. I can find it here. I usually see it from this seat's a bit easier, I guess, wouldn't it be? There it is. Auto. Which allows us to put the power switch on there. And the underfloor to fan. We'll keep the power of the cargo off from memory anyways. Alright, let's lower these brightnesses a little bit. Actually, I think there's a master brightness, isn't there? I think it's that one. Well, I'll do it once I can. There we go. A little bit less, and I'll do that side as well. There we go. Cool. On this FMS here, we're going to go click Auto Nav. And it's going to take those GPS. It's going to align us. So once our PFD comes alive, we'll go ahead and press the Master Avionics to on. We're not going to do it till we're aligned, though. Harris, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. We're flying the C130 Hercules, the Juliet model. And DCS. We're still sick. So that's always great. We're doing a low-level insertion mission with this thing. 100 AGL they want me to fly. Got some F-15s rolling out in front of us there. We're using the Moza yoke today, guys. The Moza AY210 yoke. I'm going to try my best to mute myself for every cough. Just waiting on this alignment to appear. While we're doing that, we'll go back here. We can turn our trim on. Turn our operation switch there and semi-automatic on a mode. That should be fine. Yo, what's up, Matt? Hey, Justice, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. All right, looks like our alignment is all done, so we can go and press our Master Avionics to on. By the way, guys, this is not by no means the correct way to start this thing. I'm starting this thing from memory / ease of use. So just take that. There's a guy I met named Chris who flies this exact aircraft in real life, who actually showed me a lot of cool things in it. So I really appreciate if Chris is watching, or if it watches later. That was really cool to do. So we'll put our low speed ground idle switches all on there as well. Go in here, see if we have a flight plan. Okay, good. We already have a flight plan already built for us, which is quite nice. So we're going to click route 1. They want us departing runway 23, so I'll click departure 23. Hopefully that didn't get rid of everything. Index, route 1. Legs. Okay, everything's still there. So route 1, activate, execute that. Awesome. Destination is, they're probably going to tell me in a second. So let me go here. I'm going to go to VHF number 1. And I believe they said to tune into that. So we'll see what happens. We'll give it a couple seconds. But while we wait for that, I don't think we're loaded with anything, nor do I think there's anything in the cargo area to load. I'm going to bring the screen here so you guys can see it. Cargo. We'll look at anything in the staging bay. Let this load for a second here. So there's nothing in the staging bay for us to load. What I'm going to do just in case is I'm going to power the auxiliary hydraulics. And with that, once it's at 3000 PSI, we're going to go ahead and open our cargo door at the back. You could do that either with this switch over here. Sorry about that. You can do it with these buttons right here. Once you pop the menu open with left shift C. You can also do it, I believe, right here. I've never tried this one though, so I'm not sure if that one works. I guess that one doesn't work, so we'll just do it with the that button there. There's the door opening. Something's going around. I'm catching something too. Yeah, man, I have to book off. I've been sick for a week. It sucked. JD, but my YouTube's doxing me again. No worries. welcome, JD. All right, with that done, these are the different cargoes we can load. However, this is a pre-built mission, so I'm not really going to do anything. I'm just going to close it up just so I wanted to show you what that looked like. So we'll close that back up there. Alrighty. We put our master radar to operate. What I do want to do is I need to get in contact with with the ground guys. Now, last time I did this, I had to fully start up. So I'm just going to start the engines up and hopefully the mission takes place. So let me go reset these FADECs. Let me make sure my thrust levers are in the ground idle. And we're going to turn number 3. Starting 3. While that starts up, I'm going to go get a quick drink of water. I'll put the sounds up for you. That shouldn't have happened. Huh.
Good start on 3.
Doesn't look that good of a start on 3. The oil pressure is freaking 0. I would actually abort that start, but because this is a sim, I'm going to keep it going. I don't know why that actually happened. That's funny, yeah, oil. Vibe high. Yeah, I mean, in real life, you go stop, right? You wouldn't continue that engine operation with oil pressure in 0, because that's a big no-no. But there shouldn't be anything in here to cause that. Nothing I've done, at least. I'm going to try again. We'll start number 4 first. No RCAF? No, not today, man. We'll start 4. Let's monitor this engine here. Oh, wait, I know why. Duh. Stop. I didn't do, like, the actual startup. Let's remember to do this. So now we know what happens. Engine diagnostics, NIU reset. 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 Reset, and now over here 3 HDD, and I gotta reset all these all these circuit breakers. So 481, 482, these numbers here, 483, 902, reset those for now. 108, 109, 609, 613, reset, confirm. Now we can start it. All right, so press dialogue to begin crew check-in. All right.
All right, crew check-in, pilot.
Let's reset our FADEX again. Starting right.
3 call clear, starting 3. Low.
Yeah. Engine 3 is going to grenade itself.
NG.
I think we probably broke the third engine technically, but we're just gonna go with it because it's DCS and nothing's gonna happen. Now this airplane actually can start 2 at once, so we can start number 4 as well.
Clear, starting 4. Box clock. NG.
What we're gonna do, which is the trick the real Herc guy taught me, is main menu, ACOS. We're gonna go over here, store, all cautions, store message, all advisories. We can get rid of those. Just no one sees.
Good start on 4.
Okay, 4 is coming up. Number 2. That's not the right one. Number 2.
Call clear, starting 2. Box clock.
Yeah, Harris, resetting the circuit breakers every single startup is SOP. They have to do it every single start and shutdown. They got to pull all the breakers as well. Believe it or not.
Good start on 2.
Those chopper props up and running. We'll do number 1.
1 call clear.
Bro. I know, right? Alright, well that's going. We can go ahead and uncage our standby. We can go ahead and go TAWS. Let's put it to 40 mile scale. Let's put it on the left screen because I have my HUD. We also have our route. I'm not going to overlay my RWR. A lot of guys say to overlay the RWR. The real Herc guy said that if something appears, a threat, for example, it will automatically appear, that RWR. And the reason you don't want to turn it on is because you're going to get rid of your turning cue. So we're going to keep that the way it is. It looks like we're going to be going the opposite heading, so I'm just going to fix that. Awesome. All engines running. We're in low idle mode, which in low idle mode I can't turn off the APU because apparently if you turn off the APU in low idle, you lose all electrical power, and I've tested it and it actually does work. You do lose electrical power in the sim as well if you turn off your APU while you're in low idle mode. If I go into flight idle or click these switches off and the engines come up to full speed, then I can click the APU off. So we're going to leave the APU on. What we are going to turn off from the APU is the bleed air. We can leave that to the engines now. So I'm going to reset the FADEX one more time just to make sure that's all been done. Realistically, would have had these lights on, but whatever. I wonder if something happened for them to design it that way. I think so. I think he said it doesn't have to be done, but the airplane works better if you reset the breakers every time, he was saying. So they modeled it, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. What is it going to do? Yeah, this is what I was going to do. Let's go. Weight and balance is 0. Index. Not weight and balance 0, but payload is 0 currently. You said to put the trip or the fix to 6, so we'll do that. There are climb speeds 180, 170, 160, and a V4 climb of 154. We'll probably target on 180. That's all good. TL load index. We are at route 1. We're at L tag, so index L tag slash. We're taking off 05, I believe it is. Let me see. Nope, 23. Put that in there. Surface winds. They don't tell you in the brief, or they'll only tell you here, but it's in meters per second. I'm just going to guess 240 at about 10 knots. Should have did this obviously while the APU is running out the engines, but I wasn't sure if DCS mission editing needed me to start the engines to start some code or whatever, some scripting. So 20 degrees outside, 2992. Slope is 0. Actually, slope's quite a bit on this runway, but we'll put 0. Let's see if I can actually check it. Actually, no, we'll just leave 0. Whatever. Climb wind. 0 apparently, so we're going to leave it blank and it'll auto-calculate as we fly. take off data? It shouldn't be empty. Let me try this index. Nope. To load. Okay. Try it again. L tag /23. Huh. That shouldn't be empty. Maybe we need a destination. I'll just put L tag back to L tag. Rest of the route's still there. Sorry about that. Let's try now. Nope. Oh, it deleted everything. 240/510 20 2992. Okay. Still 0. That's super strange. Yoam says, very good. Some of the procedures in mill aircraft leave me wondering if it's really cutting edge tech. Yeah. It doesn't look like it, right? Okay, that's all in there. I don't know. This should be fully in here. Did I not click the master avionics switch? I thought I did. Mission. Yeah, I did click it. Maybe because the engines are on? I wonder if I can't do it with the engines on. Oh well, we're just gonna... I think I remember the speeds anyways. We'll keep it a V1 of that. And 4,500 for the for the horsepower. I was looking for it to spit out some V speeds. That's okay. We're basically good to go. Let's go ahead and turn our taxi lights on. And I'll press the button here.
Intellect ground, Radar 11, spot 89, request taxi.
Radar 11, taxi runway 05, VSR Alpha, hold short 05, altimeter 2992, switch tower.
05? They said 23.
Radar 11, hold short 05, 2992, switching.
Okay, we switched to 05 now then. Let's go ahead and, that's the complete opposite of the wind is, but whatever. About there. Let's see if it gives it to me now. Probably shouldn't matter, to be honest. It wouldn't know. Okay, knows all that. Let's change that to /05 /05. Boy. Oh, you know what it might be? Might not have a drag index to work off of. Let's do 10. Nope. That's really strange. It should have brought all this data over. There we go. All right, 105, 105, 21. So MC index 105, 121. And he says what they do real life, if the V1 and the rotator are the same, they put 400 on V1 because they don't want to see it, apparently. So V1 rotate, V2. All right, now that that's been done, back to load. Takeoff data, 4,700, you minus 200 from there. We've already done it. 4,500 on the horsepower. IS is 121. It's been preset. FPA around 8 degree nose up on initial climb. That's all good. And we'll probably expect 10,000 to start, maybe 5,000 to start. So put 5,000 in there in the altitude selector. All right, parking brake off. And away we go. But yeah, yo, I'm still sick. It sucks. Hey, Zivire, are you happy with the force feedback in the C130 combined with the Moza yoke? It feels awesome, man. Much better than any Thrustmaster thing I've ever owned. Or Satec yoke for sure.
You're not on tower frequency, dude.
I'm sorry. We'll give you on tower well, technically we should be on ground frequency, but here, I'll get you the tower. There you go. I assume that's tower. There we go. We're my good little montage thing here I got going on. I've noticed this airplane has a weird thing with ground handling. It seems like the gear starts to drift pretty quickly, which I don't think is real. But who knows? Hey, Safari, I read that one. I hope you get well soon. Yeah, I hope so too. It's been a week and a half. He went to vacation sick, which kind of sucked. All right, we're going to take a left turn. We've been instructed to hold short of 0.5 at Alpha. Damn. Send some good vibes that my AB9 is ready for pickup tomorrow. Yeah, man. Good vibes. You got it all. Hopefully this mission isn't too long. I'm going to put the yoke camera up, guys, so you guys can see it. This is the Moza AY210 yoke. We will be using it for the takeoff and all the flying. Let me know how the sounds, guys, are. If they're too loud, not loud enough, you let me know. We're speeding along here. All right, we're pretty much almost at the runway here. Let me go ahead and turn all these engines out of low idle mode. You hear them spool up. And with that, they're strong enough to power the electrical load. So we're going to turn the APU off. Don't need that anymore. They do the Delta paint job. They do. Apparently they actually flew them for a little bit. Oh, I forgot if I'm not clicking the DCS, I can't steer it. So I'm trying to fix the mic for you guys, but anyways. Mr. Major Mark, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Hope you're doing well. We're in the Herc. We're going to be doing some low-level insertion mission, apparently. This is what this is. Give it a try. Never played it before. See how it goes. Apparently we're going to be flying at 100 feet above ground, dodging some man pads. I really hope they'd make this a Microsoft product. That'd be really cool. Would be so dope to get to fly 130. Imagine doing the White House Stone out of the LaGuardia or the Arnav X with the Herc would be pretty cool. Be pretty easy, I guess, in the Herc. It only approaches like 100 knots. We're getting close to this hold short line, and the script should take over. They should contact the tower for us. There it is.
Raider 1-1 cleared for takeoff. Wind is 045 degrees for 10. Switch departure. Raider 1-1 cleared for takeoff. Switching. See ya.
Of course, you had to do that. All right, over to comm preset channel 3. Clear takeoff. Let's get our aux pump all on. Mercy brake can get turned off. Anti-skid should have been turned on. There we go. That was me that missed that. Oh, yep, thank you. Alright guys, we're going to set our thrust levers into the takeoff detent. And we're going to let them go. Let's go, guys. Oh, I'm an idiot. Let's not go. I'm just sitting here. This is what you need checklists for. It's too late. Let's put those in ground idle again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I forget so much stuff in DCS. I'm just having fun. Man, I hate being sick. Been coughing for a straight week. Alright, flaps 50 are set. Now we can go. Turn the nose wheel steering back to my rudders in a second here. Right now I'm controlling the tiller. But now with some pressure I'm going to control the the nose wheel, or just the rudder, sorry. B1 rotate. Gear up.
Departure, Raider 1-1 is airborne, passing 500 for 10.
Yes, we are. Alright, let's nose down.
Radar contact, climb maintain 10,000, report Falcon.
Couple of flaps can come up. He should have read that back, but he didn't. Nav mode. IAS. Let's pitch for 180. Flaps up. Alt cell selected. MCT for the props. Yeah, Mark, is it as good as this one though? This is insanely good, this one. Turn the autopilot on here. And let's go ahead and turn some icing on in case we need it. Actually, it's 20 degrees. Probably don't need it just yet. I don't have a current temperature of what it is outside. Is it over here somewhere? Although in DCS there is no temperature anyways, but or there's no icing, I should say. Yeah, man, this is sweet. Harris, this thing's awesome. You know what? I'm going to punch through these clouds a little bit more. Let's do a climb of 160. Oh, we're already through it. But anyways, we go over here. Told. No. Index. Index. Perf climb. 10,000 feet. Should be at 180. All right, we'll go back to 180. There you go. Alt cell, that's an aggressive level off. Alt cell at 10,000 feet. Alt hold. Let's put all this ice protection to auto. And we'll accelerate a little bit up. Landing lights can all be turned off. Aux pump can be turned off as well. Covert. What does that do? Turn everything off? Norm? Yeah, turns everything off. Let's go covert. Let's fence in. We'll go to covert mode. Alright, so looks like we have a bit to fly through here. Oh, it's really far. Holy crap. I don't know if I could do this whole mission. I didn't think it was to be this much. This is a crazy long mission. I was expecting like, you know, like 15-20 minutes. All right, we're gonna put the auto throttle thrust on, and we'll make it a whole 260 for now. Yes, I have it. It's still in beta, but has a lot of the same features in DCS. Oh, that's cool. Okay, sweet, sweet. That's nice to hear. You don't have DCS, but this makes me want to get it so bad. It's really good, man. The Herc is probably going to bring a lot of flight simmers into it because it's very, you know, it's a transport aircraft. You can do combat with a little bit, not really. You can drop a Moab on somebody. That's about it. And the rest of it's, you know, transportation of logistics and stuff. Let's put it on map mode. Haven't been able to get the weather radar to work yet, unfortunately. Yeah, bros, you should give it a shot. It is free. They have a free trial program. I don't think the Herc is on it just yet. But you should definitely give it a shot. You'll count on me for this mission? Bro, I want to go to sleep. Start like 1 o'clock. It's 12:20. I thought I was going to stay here and stream for like a good, you know, hour. Get some water real quick. Well, I was gonna get just water, but then I found I had Chinese food in the fridge, so I got that too. Oh, there we go.
Raider 1-1, clear tactical monitor guard.
Guess that means this, hopefully.
Raider 1-1, copy.
She said monitor tactical, so don't have to contact anybody right now.
Turning 085 in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why you announce it, but sure. Are there plans for different variants of the Hercules? Yeah, I believe the SC, the MC, and the AC, and maybe the KC as well, I believe are all planned. Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely the go home day scheduling. Spent a couple hours plane spotting over JFK today. I said manpad. Managed to catch flagship DFW as it was on short final. Also caught a 747-400F and a 380. That's pretty cool, man. I'd take a 47 any day over the 380 personally. A Blue Delta out of the water with Centennial paint job. I don't know that one. Or Continental. Also, have you seen the new T-38 for FS-24? It's honestly really nice. It's a project made by a team working on the DC-10 to get some roadblocks solved. More simpler jet. Yeah, I'll say it right here. I think fighter jets, military aircraft, other than transport stuff, is completely useless to me in fight sim. Especially when DCS supports really good multi-crew. This is a multi-crew aircraft. You can fly this with somebody else, and it works so well. And hopefully they'll bring on maybe more people. Right now it's only 2 limited, but hopefully it's like a 3 and 4. Like the Huey, you can have 4 people multi-crew with you. So a trainer to me is meant to be a training aircraft, and in DCS you can actually train people on that. So
085.
Roger. Let's go ahead and monitor guard over here. There we go. The Delta and an aviation paint job, while American did a full-on heritage livery. Yeah. From my understanding, flagship was for their 100 years. No, I have no idea what you guys are even talking about. So I don't know. I'm gonna say yeah. T-38 mod should be good for that. Yeah, but if you want that, if you want a trainer for DCS, just get the L39 or the MBB39. Honestly, for DCS, you don't even need a training airplane. I mean, it's a sim, right? So you could honestly just buy the plane you want, and then I can train you on it through Discord. I used to do that all the time. I've trained over, has to be over hundreds of A10 and Hornet Viper guys in DCS, getting all their controls mapped from startup all the way to K3 on the boat with dogfighting somewhere in between there, all that kind of stuff. BVR, used to do all that stuff a long time ago. So, but my favorite thing to train as a trainer in the sim, at least, was the F-14. And people think the F-14 is a hard airplane. It is a harder airplane, but I can sit in the back seat, teach you everything about the front you need to know, at least from what I know, and then in the front seat I can teach everything you need to know from the back seat perspective. So I can teach you how to be a Rio from the front, and I can teach you how to be a pilot from the back. And I loved the F-14. I still do to this day. It's my favorite, probably one of my favorites in the sim. The Vigans up there as well is one of my favorites. Alright, we're gonna go faster. You're not really supposed to go past that H, I believe. That's like your max penetration speed or something like that. but again, that doesn't matter in DCS, so we're gonna go as fast as she can go. I'm gonna get my food out of the out of the microwave real quick. This plane's a lot of customization though. Barely had any export, some sort of multiplayer thing in launcher, weapon simulation, similar level as real life. I couldn't tell you. From what I know from real hurt guys that I've talked to, they say it's pretty accurate. A couple things here in the flight model that are kind of hit or miss, but everything's pretty accurate apparently. This one has no weapons on it. This is C130, so just the cargo variant. You can drop a MOAB out of the back from the ramp, but that's about it. They will hopefully be bringing the AC-130, the attack version. 777 Coltrane, welcome. Yeah, but the mod will be free. Yeah, it is free. Yep. 77, welcome. I was always end up dropping the AC I pick up. Any tips to stay consistent? To stay consistent, you have to like the role you're playing. Don't buy an air-to-ground aircraft if you don't like air-to-ground, just because you like the airplane. So if you like being very high, fast interceptor, long range type of guy, I'd get, you know, the F-15E. I'd get the F-14. All right, so I get those kind of airplanes. If you like to be an all-in-one guy, you know, or fixed-wing wise at least, the Viper and Hornet JF-17 are kind of your choices. If you want to be Cold War, that era, air-to-air, Mirage F1, F5, F4, MiG-21, maybe MiG-29A. So like the era / the job you're supposed to fulfill, and that'll keep it consistent. You may not have to fly the same airplane every time, but you'll fly that era every time. And I own all the airplanes because I basically grew up on DCS, and DCS grew with me in a kind of a way of, when I started playing DCS, they had the K-50, Flaming Cliffs, and A-10, and that was it. That was back in 2013. But every year a new plane would come out. So when Mirage 2000 come out, I'd learn that. Then what else came out after? I think it was the Harrier. But anyways, every year I'd buy a new plane because I'm learning one every year. So it was actually quite nice. Now DCS is so big to get into, a lot of people are a bit scared because there's a lot of things to learn. But back then it was nice because every year I just would learn something new. My favorites though of all time, F-14, Viggen. You can't go wrong with the Viper or Hornet, but they're just kind of boring because they're just good at stuff. So, but F-14, Viggen are really good. The A-10 is fantastic. This aircraft is fantastic. A little useless in my opinion in the sim currently with the logistics kind of world that they got going on, but it's a fantastically made airplane. I'm gonna get my food real quick. Harris said A-10 is my baby. The A-10's awesome. After he got in 9246, he had a letter from Rec Second Command. That's an American C.R. Smith letter. He ended up at TWA. Oh, you guys talk about Pan Am and stuff. You put some T-38 in the server? Sweet. No worries. Big learning curve for me was trying to use MiG-29A like an F-16. I say that because both are good, but 29 needs to be flown from the mission style it was made for. Exactly. Depends what you're flying and how you're flying it. If you're gonna go take a Viggen and do long range interception, not gonna work, right? 29, you gotta be nice, low, and sneaky in the hills, depending what area you're in, what you're going against. That is. Yeah, Eric's right. Both. It's a mix. A lot of them are Eagle Dynamics, but my favorite is Heapler, Belgium Tech used to be one of my favorites too, but they got bought out by ED, Eco Dynamics, the creator of DCS. So it's about a mix. But Heapler, if you see anything Heapler, just buy it. It's fantastic stuff.
Turn 120 degrees, 2 minutes.
Sorry guys, I was just eating there. The Eastern stuff is pretty cool. I love getting into the 21. I don't know what. What do you want? Reset. Alt set. Okay. All right. Thanks, computer. Yeah, I love the 21. Never got into the 19, but like the MiG 15. Love the K50. MiG 29. I don't. There's something about it. I don't really care to get it. I think because the flight model is already in the Flaming Cliffs one, there's not really a point. But yeah, I'm not sure. This, I think, is where we're going to start.
3000 AGM.
Okay, down to 3,000. 3,000. IAS. Okay, well, I guess I can't do it. Auto thrust off. IAS. 250. Nope, airplane, you don't gotta go, not up. You gotta go down, my friend. Let's try that again. Wonder why it has a problem with... I guess you can't descend. Alright, I'll just fly it with my pitch button here. I'm trying to CRJ this thing, but it doesn't like it. Mr. Yoham here with the 9 months. Very good. Very good.
Descending to 3000 AGM in 2 minutes.
I already did that. You told me to do it now. Thank you so much, Mr. Yoham. Just vertical speed? Nah, I'll just use my pitch sync. RJ has that too, actually. They're very similar in their autopilot modes. Thank you so much, Yoham, for being a member for 9 months. Appreciate all the guys that help me, or not help me, but well, they do help me. What's the word I'm looking for? Help me in a monetary value. There you go. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you to the channel partners as well. Appreciate all of you. The FC3 Falcon capabilities are over-exaggerated. I'd say people should get the full fidelity if they're just a nerd in the 29 Soviet fighters. Yeah, that's the thing, as I'm not huge on the 29, I don't really care, so I might as well have the overpowered one. 1,000 to go. Yep. Yep. Autopilot disconnected. We're gonna hand fly the rest of this stuff, guys, okay? Auto thrust is on to, let's do 230 knots, just so we have a little bit of room for maneuvering and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here. And where was it? Stall, tactical, pull up, inhibit, terrain inhibit. Got up. Shut up mode. We'll go ahead and give you guys the camera for the yoke. We're going to be flying with the yoke this whole time. I seen that 29 blows. Yeah, probably does. The ET, the EO, and the ETs and the regular are insanely good. I didn't mean to do that, but there you go, a little bit of a light show for you.
Turning 175 degrees, 2 minutes.
So basically in the HUD, we have that little dot. That's basically our flight director. I gotta put the big donut over the smaller donut. And now we're flying over this flight director. That's basically what I'm gonna be doing. There's our waypoint coming up. The auto thrust is taking care of the speed. I've selected 230. I might select 250 actually. When I visited Prague back in May, I got up close to a Fulcrum. It was the same variant model, then I am a nerd for the Fulcrum. Nice. Damn, this cough won't go away. Sorry, you guys, are gonna listen to this. Well, you don't have to listen to it. I appreciate you staying here. No, it's not the best looking fighter. I'm sorry. It ain't to me, at least. I think the Tomcat, the Eagle, the Viper, the Vigan, I think they all look better. I'd say even a 21 has more character, in my opinion. But that's just me. I've never been a big 29 guy. What? Reset? Probably reset this one. Thank you. Thank you, little warning.
Turning south to 175 degrees.
Thank you to all the subscriptions and everything as well, guys. Appreciate you. A little bit of a slower stream tonight. That's okay. It's pretty late. Get some hot tea in the morning or some bourbon tonight. Yeah, I don't have any bourbon, unfortunately. I hate tea too. Well, I don't hate tea too. I love Terminator 2, but I don't like tea. Alright, I'm gonna keep that on autopilot for the time being.
Descending 100 AGL, 2 minutes.
Alright, we're at 800 AGL right now. So probably, let's make that 2200 roughly. Slow us down a little bit as well. I thought there was something here about... I thought there was something here about missile warning system somewhere. Could be wrong. Appreciate all you guys subscribing and liking all that great stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Been thinking about trying out Falcon BMS. I used to do Falcon a little bit as well. The control mapping is god-awful and the VR is not great, but it is very, very in-depth in its campaign, so hopefully we can get something like that in ours, in DCS, but been hoping for a lot of years, so we shall see. Turn it all thrust off just so I can control the power here. Finally out of that rain.
Descending 100 AGL.
Alright, IIS mode. I guess IS can only be used for climbing. Alright. Just hand fly it anyways, whatever. So I can give you a dynamic campaign, but we can give you F-35 module that's been put together with pixel dust. Yep. Pixie dust, 100%. Yeah, I don't know about the F-35. I'm not really a big fan of it. I don't really care. Let's get down quick, man. This is a combat area. I don't really care about it, to be honest. Yeah, I thought I inhibited you.
Next leg, combat entry. Maintain 100 AGL over the lake. Watch power lines, Princeton, east and west.
It's 300 AGL. This would be so much better in VR, but I know you guys don't like to watch VR, so I'm not going to do that to you. Now this is a vegan mission right here. This is why I like the vegan. It's about 1,300 I gotta do. I have a bit of a wider view. That way I can see if there's any anything important coming up to me. All our lights are off. That's good. Power line's coming up. Want to go under them, over them? Under is definitely the wrong answer, but we'll go above them real quick. Probably what I did under in a vegan. Not going to do with this massive thing. It's pretty cool. Power line's coming up again. Yeah, he probably did. Everyone's seated. Everyone's seated. Don't worry about that. We're in combat here. Thank you. There's many obstacles ahead. Power line's coming up. Let's go under. Alright, this is sweet. I'll buy tomorrow. So I'm playing a single player mission right now. This is built into the game, but you could do this on an online server. The problem with this online is, as you know, well, let's take out the factor of PvP players because they'll find you anyways. But the factor is most servers don't have a really good logistics missions. I've played Gray Flag, I've played the Blue Flag, I've played all the flags, I've played all the servers, DCS, all that stuff. Actually, the Squad 16 AGR was actually responsible for testing DCS server before it became DCS. Anyways, more on that later on. But no server really does dynamic logistics really well. Rotorhead does it pretty good, and I have to experiment with Gray Flag a bit more, but I don't know. Nothing really makes it worth it to me. The airplane's awesome. It's, in my opinion, it's DCS that's lacking for what it's supposed to do. Now, if they brought the AC-130 or the KC-130 where you can tank people, I'd understand that one a little bit more. But a cargo plane, it's awesome. Really good modeling. But DCS is not really... I thought I was going to hit the wing on that pole. DCS really isn't made for it too well. Let's go left of these trees a little bit. I can't turn too much because my wing is going to scrape the ground, guys, so I have to climb to roll. And in VR, this is fantastic as well. Over the water, it's very hard to tell how high you are. We do have a radar altimeter, but you can also use the coastline. In the sim, in VR, you'd be able to use the coast right up ahead and make that a little easier for you. I don't know about the F-14 and F-4. I've never flown with force feedback in those aircraft because I don't have a stick that's force feedback. However, I've spoken with Moza. You guys here listening, I've spoken with Moza. They have emailed me that they will be sending me an AB6 joystick and base. So I can answer that question hopefully in a week, 2 weeks time. We'll have a full review on the AB6 by Moza, and I'll be using force feedback. Let's not go over there. Let's bring the speed back a little bit, just so we can be a bit more maneuverable. That's what Jester would punch out. I hate Jester. My rule of DCS is I never, ever, ever, ever play an aircraft with AI. I can't stand it. If I have to use AI, I'm not playing. That's basically what it goes. I have a few friends that will either backseat and or front seat for me, depending on what I want to use. But I do not like AI. Problem with this is, guys, it's getting pretty foggy. I can't really see the terrain in front of us. Let's go a bit lower just so we get under that 200 mark there. Honestly, the rain looks pretty bad. But what are you gonna do? Oops. Now, below 100 feet here, guys, I don't want to roll too much. I'll have to climb a little bit to roll. What server is this? This is just single player. I'm just doing the built-in mission. Right now we're doing a low-level insertion. We have a Humvee on board that we have to deliver to an airport that's been under fire and contested. And there's man pads in the area, so we gotta stay low and quick. That's our mission right now. I don't know why that's sending me over there. Oh, it says nav armed. Oh, I don't think nav works down here. That explains it. Like, that flight director is not showing me anything. It's just going left, right, left, right, left, right. Basically just fall in the river. Or the lake, they call it, but more like a river. You need the AB9 to be ready tomorrow. We're out of the weather, guys. I'm going to speed up a little bit. I like to get
Watch your speed over the dam, then a couple dog legs to the south.
I like to get a little slow when it's bad weather, just so you have a bit more maneuvering ability, and I'm not going to break anything if I'm quick. I said over the dam. I don't see. Oh, there's a dam. Let's go ahead and turn right first. I'm going to slow down a little bit. And that's so I can do a nice turn. And nice and slow, I can turn as hard as I need to. We'll fall back into the valley here, or 200 feet AGL. I want to be at least under 150 if we can try. I'm gonna set the auto thrust on for 240 knots. Have it do it. Yeah, they're gonna feel that they are. Congrats, that's huge. I've always wondered if I sucked at flying the F-14 because I couldn't actually trim the aircraft by feel. No, you should be able to fly the F-14 without a force feedback. That's not the force feedback shouldn't be a prerequisite to fight the airplane properly or fly the airplane properly either. If you're having trouble with it, do feel free to hit me up in Discord. We could do. I have a full. At least I used to do a long time ago. But I have a full training course towards the F-14. From startup all the way from basic flight maneuvers, the way the airplane flies, offensive, defensive, BFM, BVR, who's who in the zoo. That's a fun one to play. But force feedback will make a difference, but you shouldn't need it, if that makes sense. This HUD so like makes things so easy. Let's get low. We're quite high. Now they said there's man pads. I wonder if they just said that to be scary. Like, I wonder if I could just fly this at 2,000 feet and nothing would happen. You don't have HUDs in the 900? We all our aircraft had HUDs. Yeah, all of them do. Nav captured. Okay, now it's captured. I can put the autopilot on. Yeah, yo, I'm 100 feet. We're doing low-level insertion. There's man pads in the area. Some of our used to, but they took them out. That remains. To check in with Rockwell. Yeah, let's do it.
Long Street, this is Raider 1-1, 10 minutes out for Rockport, LZ.
Raider 1-1, Long Street, copy. 10 minutes, be advised. Sectors to the south and southwest are hot. Remain north of the airfield at all times on your approach. All 2 minutes.
Wait a minute. What airfield? What's... Is this Rockwell? I'd like to put something into my little FMS, the airliner guy I am. Remain north of the airfield all the time.
2 minutes, remain north of Raider 1-1.
Let's not bank that heavily this low airplane. Just so we don't scrape a wing. Our fleet is a mix of AC from different defunct airlines. That's funny. Yeah. Oh, let's not fly from that side. All right. Looking pretty good. Autopilot back on. Yeah, all the RJs that we got have Cat 3 capability with the HUD. And Cat 3 Alpha, that is. And they all have HUDs unless it's MEL'd. And we have 6 NGs with VNAV LPV capability. Sorry, 78 says, I would love to always struggle with my pattern work in the base to final. Yeah, we can work on all that stuff. Non-stop coughing. Rain's going through. That's funny. What? I'm gonna slow us down just a little bit for that turn coming up. Unless I go, the least it'll have to bank is my theory. Climb 300. I hope he means feet, not speed. Okay. Let's not pitch. Let's not do an insta pitch down airplane. Having HUD would be so nice. It is. It's pretty nice. I mean, I don't get to use it, but captains do. Oh, hell no. Let's be good RJ pilots and sync our heading indicator. God, how much farther I gotta fly here? Wow, that's still really far. I guess the airport's here. 0559. Because the rest of them are all neutral. That's looking pretty good. So let's go index. Route 1. 0559. Doesn't know where it is. Maybe it was 0. Reset alt cell. Let's go a bit quicker. 0559. Nope, doesn't know it either. Alright. Is that what it was? It's not a Q, right? Oh, S. OS59. Still looking good. Route 1, OS59. There we go. Execute that. It's looking good. Departure, arrival. Probably 09. What the heck was that? I don't know if you saw that. The yoke just yoke just shake with some turbulence. And I was like, what was that?
Long Street, Radar 11, 2 minutes.
Roger.
Radar 11, Long Street, clear to land on the north taxiway, east to west. Watch craters on your approach.
Radar 11, copy.
This airplane can't go 300 knots, I don't think, on the ground. That H is our max penetration speed, actually, Mr. Yoham. Hey, we need you to do Halifax turn. No, I'm not doing that. I refuse. I'm gonna try doing something here. Legs OS59/090/10. Nope. Nope. I mean, I guess they basically already built that for me. That's 090 at 10 miles, so it's gonna be about an 8-mile final that they're setting me up for. Let's go to race. Let's. Yep. Cross-track limit exceeded. Alright, we're gonna slow down. This is a tactical airplane though, so we don't have to be too much of a airliner. Actually, I'm gonna keep it quick until about 5 miles. Speed up again. Actually, boo-hoo. We'll be doing the CRJ again, guys, shortly here. Autopilot disengaged. Let's just cut this in. Actually, I can use the fancy little turn thing down there to line myself up. It kind of has that Boeing style turn indicator there, so I'm just gonna put it right over the line. I got 11 miles to waypoint 12, which is 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Probably start slowing down, about 40 seconds remaining. We're going to keep it quick until then. They want me on the east taxiway, I'm pretty sure they said. You guys remember what they said in chat? East taxiway, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not doing that flight, UM. Alright guys, let's go idle thrust. I think I see an airport. Something come up. Nope, there's nothing there. There's a little bit more power back in. Probably could have waited till about 3 miles. I know. Okay, you should. Alright, let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flat 50.
Too low, here.
East taxiway would be... Oh, that makes sense. Anyways, gear down.
Landing on the taxiway, not the runway. Right.
Alright. Oh, there it is. I see it there. Alright, I'm going to go to Viz mode. Flaps 100. Actually, I think I like the other one better. Idle power. Flaps 100, gears down. A lot of left wing there. Reverse thrust. Tiller on. Probably come to a complete stop, I imagine, in the sim. That's it. That's pretty accurate, Harris, actually. I don't know if they want me to stop here or what they want me to do. I'm gonna back up. Look how short we stopped. That was 0 brakes, guys. Just gonna parallel park this guy right here. Yeah, I heard watch out for craters too. I didn't really get any there, did you? I didn't see any. Oh, there's a crater. That's a big one over there. Some over there. I guess I just shut down. All right, let's go APU on. Well, they probably didn't want that on either. All right, we'll do the fastest shutdown in the world. Off, 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 off. Battery. Actually, I probably should have... Wait. No way it de-energized that quickly, bro. Turn the camera off. So like, maybe they need me to open the door. Oh, it's incredible what this airplane can do. The speeds it can approach and turn at are insane. I'm gonna open the door. I really don't know what else it wants me to do script-wise. Unless it wanted me to go all the way down there. Alright, start the APU. Left my flaps all the way down. Even the C-17, they do the demo at Oshkosh every year. They're reversed down the runway. Yeah, that thing's insane too. The 17's awesome. All right, let's do... AC power's already on. Might as well do the bleed air, but I want the hydraulics. That's what I want. Did I do it? I'm calling this a success, guys. Don't worry about the rain. That's normal. Nothing to see here. Yeah, you can walk around. Yeah, you can go outside and you can actually kill yourself. You can go in the air and fall off the airplane. Probably a good way to start the stream, actually. That's a pretty good view. I'll probably start next time like this. Wow, what did I say? Oh, it's emergency exit. I can't close that anymore, I guess. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to call that a successful mission. We will... catch you guys on the next stream, probably tomorrow. So be sure to keep an eye out for tomorrow's stream. This is a beautiful Hercules. I'm trying to find what I can do with it online that all rhymed. I'm not gonna try it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop trying to rhyme. Anyways, gonna try to figure out what I can do with it, how to make it useful in the sim. It's a very cool plane. It's a great model. It's a fantastic simulation. But it doesn't do anything in the sim of Digital Combat Simulator currently, in my opinion. So anyways, we're going to end it there. My lord, I can't even say it. YouTube chat don't like it. I don't even know what I said. Anyways. Anyways, we're going to see you guys in the next stream. Hope to catch you there. Thank you to the channel members, channel partners. And yeah, bye-bye for now.